everyone, so I am back this week with another class novel for us. I've chosen another of Shakespeare's adaptations and this week I'm going to be reading The Twelfth Night, so I hope everybody enjoys. Sebastian and his twin sister Viola were as alike as two raindrops. They had the same light brown hair, bright blue eyes and winning smiles. Sometimes, when they were children, Viola used to borrow Sebastian's clothes and pretend to be him, which confused everybody. The twins grew up together, were taught together, and they almost died together. That was on the day the ship in which they were travelling foundered on a treacherous reef and sank. Viola saved herself by clinging to Sebastian's clothes and was washed up on the coast of Illyria. As she was a practical, quick-thinking person, Viola decided she'd be safe if she disguised herself as a young man. So she tied up her hair, dressed in clothes that she took from her brother's trunk, and called herself Cesario. She prayed that Sebastian had survived the shipwreck, and for 3 days she sought news of him. But then her money ran out, so, still disguised as Cesario, she found a job as a page to Duke Orsino, ruler of Illyria. Orsino was delighted with his new page, and before long Viola had won his confidence, and he had won her heart. The Duke was tall, dark, handsome, rich, and popular with his people, and yet he was not content. He moped about his palace during the day, and in the evening listened to singing songs. He never laughed, and hardly ever smiled. Like many young women before her, Viola found herself falling in love with Orsino, and it was painful to keep her feelings a secret. The pain became even worse when, one day they were alone together, she summoned up the courage to ask why he was so unhappy. "Because I am suffering from the worst sickness in the world, love," Orsino replied. "I'm so in love with Countess Olivia that I don't know what to do, Cesario. I've asked her to marry me 12 times, but she keeps refusing." "She must be mad," said Viola. "If you asked me, if I were a woman, I would marry you at once, my lord." Orsino sighed, then suddenly he had an idea that seemed so brilliant that for a moment he looked almost happy. "You know, Cesario, I think you could gain Olivia's trust as quickly as you have gained mine," he said thoughtfully. "Go and see her today. Tell her that if she won't marry me, I'll waste away and die." "Me, my lord," gulped Viola. Orsino placed his hand on Viola's shoulder. "You're my last hope. So I must try and persuade Countess Olivia to marry the man I love," Viola thought ruefully. Why does life have to be so complicated? Though she did not realise it at the moment, Viola's life was about to become more complicated than she could possibly imagine. And we'll stop there.